All right, so Derek Chauvin, last year, white cop, took his knee and put it in George Floyd's neck for about 9 to 12 minutes and murdered him. We all seen it. We're going to jump into this. I like to touch on everything on my channel. Anything that can spread the news, share. Anything that needs justice, I'm for it. Um, he just got reinstated again, the third degree murder charge. They took it away from him. Now they put it back on him. As y'all know, he's going to trial as we speak. I don't know if they're still picking the drawers or not. I'm going to try to keep y'all updated on this. I'm doing a lot on my channel, but I think this is something we should get into, something we should share. If not on my channel, please Google it on your channel. Participate. You know what I mean? Like I said, we should stand as a unity. So I think we should get into it. So I'm going to do the best I can because I'm holding it up. So here we go.
Request by prosecutors to reinstate a third-degree murder charge against Derek Chauvin. The former Minneapolis police officer is already facing second-degree murder and manslaughter charges in George Floyd's death. The ruling comes as a third day of jury selection gets underway. Joining us now on the phone is legal expert and analyst Ricky Kleeman to talk more about the decision. So, Ricky, Chauvin was originally charged with third-degree murder days after George Floyd's death, but then the charge was dismissed last October. Then the Minnesota Court of Appeals ordered the judge to reconsider the charge, and now it's back. Remind us, Ricky, what third-degree murder charge means, what it carries, and are you surprised that this was reinstated just as this trial is about to begin?
I think that the surprise comes from the movement jockeying that happened in the last couple of weeks. You would have thought that once the judge had gotten rid of the third-degree murder charge by dismissing it in the fall, that we would have known long before there were jurors coming to the courthouse about what the future fate of it was. Putting that aside, the third-degree murder charge, which is what many states use for something called depraved indifference to human life. And the reason this charge is so critical now to the prosecution is twofold. Number one, it gives the jury three possible choices of finding Derek Chauvin guilty of something, that is second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. And in addition to having three choices where jurors who might be in a hot debate over a number of days about what they should do with Derek Chauvin, it gives them a position of compromise, which is a very, very difficult situation for the defense to be in. And in addition to the three choices, this is a very iffy choice, because what happened in why it went through two layers of appellate procedure is that it has not been used in Minnesota when there is one possible target of violence. It has been used, for example, in the past if you shot into a group of people or an apartment building or a concert. But there was recently a case that changed that perhaps. It's up on appeal. And why are people worried about the fact that that other case is up on appeal? Well, what should happen if that other case, which now changed the way third-degree murder is used, what if that is overturned ultimately by the state Supreme Court? And what if Derek Chauvin is ultimately convicted of third-degree murder? Will they have to do it all over again?
The judge ruled that the third-degree murder charge only applies to Derek Chauvin, not the three other officers who were fired in connection with George Floyd's death. Why is that?
There are two reasons for that. I must be in series of twos today, Anne-Marie. One is that the other lawyers for the three additional police officers who are charged with aiding and abetting, they have not had any opportunity to argue about the merits of whether or not this third-degree charge should apply to them. So that will be saved for another day. They are currently scheduled, as you just said previously, at this time. They are currently scheduled to go to trial August 23rd. By that time, will we know more from the highest court of the state of Minnesota? So in addition to the first fact of the fact that the lawyers have not been able to argue, the second fact is what's going to happen with this other case. It's called the Noor case, is up on appeal. It may affect their trials ultimately. Also this, I guess we have a third. What if Derek Chauvin is convicted, say, of second-degree manslaughter? Well, then they cannot be aiders and abettors to third-degree murder. They could only be aiders and abettors to second-degree manslaughter. So their day will be heard perhaps on August 23rd, perhaps a bit later.
All right, Ricky, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Nice to talk to both of you.
Always a pleasure. So, of course, we're going to remind you that you can continue to follow this story on CBSN Minnesota. All you have to do is download the free CBS News app, or you can head on over to our website. It's cbsnews.com/live. There you will find all of our CBSN local streams.
You can't always plan.
All right, so that's another topic. We ain't talking about what we seeing right now. Basically, what I want to say, and I'm gonna let it go, is that I think Derek Chauvin. Let's cut this off. I don't do violence. Derek Chauvin. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Is doing a 7 to 3 year. I'm sorry about that. Third degree, a little thrown off topic. Third degree, they trying to charge him with third degree murder or second degree murder. If it was up to me, I think I'm not saying that's bad, but I think he should get first degree murder because that was murder. So, like I said, I try to touch on all the basics, all the topics, and this is something I think I should touch on my page. Because justice need to be served. If it was a white man, black man, Chinese man, whatever man, a person shouldn't be murdered like that. So, y'all look into it. See what y'all can do, and thank you for watching again.